But I wish I could go back home and take a second look at Willoughby Road. Lord, I wish I could turn the page to my days at Willoughby.
Great music selection
Good music
this
going
morning.
on this morning, right?
Thank you to the control room.
Yeah.
By the way, this morning on The Dish, the guru of America's Test Kitchen, chef and cookbook author Doc Willoughby has spent years helping perfect the recipes of some of your favorite foods.
And he has perfected some recipes for us this morning.
Love it.
He brought his ultimate dish, roast beef tenderloin with dried fruit and nut stuffing. Doc, good morning.
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 Thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
How does somebody who went to Harvard for English become a chef?
Well, you end up going on a long trip through Europe and having no money and spending 3 months eating street food in Europe, North Africa, and Istanbul. And you decide, I think that's more fun than writing.
And it's fun to eat, too, I
It
must
is. I was
say.
going to say, let's start digging in. You can tell us what we have here.
Well, this is a beef tenderloin, a roast beef tenderloin that's stuffed with dried fruits and nuts. We've got some apricots and shallots and pecans in there. And then, if that isn't enough for you, we put a little Stilton butter on top, a little blue cheese butter. So this is kind of a over-the-top dish that you'll have when, you know, the boss is coming over or it's a holiday or something like that, you know.
Keeps the meat so moist. What are some of the sides you have here? Are these sweet potatoes?
These are oven-fried sweet potatoes, which are totally simple. You just quarter them, put them in the oven with a little oil, hot oven, they're done. This is a pan-roasted pear salad, which is just, if you've got some pears that are not quite perfect, this is a great way to make them taste perfect. And it's got some, you have some Parmesan cheese and some pecans on this too. And then we have a drink. And this is, I'm really fond of this drink because I love gin. And in the winter, it's hard to find a gin drink that really works.
Yeah.
This is called a Winter Solace.
Winter Solace.
I feel it.
And this is, it's,
Cheers.
cheers.
Yes.
This is gin.
I
with,
got started a little early.
yeah,
Cheers.
equal parts of sweet vermouth, lemon juice, and maple syrup. So,
I like that maple syrup.
yeah, works, doesn't it?
It does. Now, here's a question about the tenderloin, because it's so moist.
Oh, it
How do
definitely
you
works.
cook that and maintain the juiciness to it?
Fast. It's actually, you do it in a really hot oven. First, you sear it on the stovetop to get that nice brown flavor on it. Then you put it in the oven 18 minutes. You're done. So the nice thing about this, too, is you can make it, get it all ready the day ahead. And then you can be having your cocktail when your guests are there, and you put it in the oven in half an hour, you're eating dinner. So,
That's perfect. That's what people want. Something
Absolutely.
easy, at least for the day of.
We don't want to ignore the dessert as
No
well,
way.
right?
no, we really don't. That's a pumpkin cheesecake, and we're serving it with a bourbon brown sugar cream.
Yum. Gotta try that.
Pumpkin cheesecake with bourbon, brown sugar. cream.
Delicious.
Just
Wow.
another little winter treat. you know?
Yeah, just a few. You just brought a few of them.
Yeah.
You also brought your cookbook, 1 of 10. What do you prefer, cooking or writing? Because you know
Well,
you
I'm
were an
mostly
English
right
major.
now.
Yeah.
I'm mostly right. I mean, the first I was working I really got into food in a more professional way when I was working in a friend's restaurant. And somebody came in one night and said, I'm an agent. Do you want to write a cookbook to my friend? And he said, no, but this guy's a writer. We can do it together. And she said, no, you need a professional writer. But we did it, and so that's where we started out. And so since then, I've been basically
feel
a writer.
vindicated at
I
this
feel
point.
vindicated. I do.
This cheesecake is wonderful.
Not bad, huh?
Wow, that is just great.
So this cookbook is actually from the America's Test Kitchen at Cooks Illustrated with 2,000 recipes in here. So we didn't have any trouble finding recipes for all year.
So what is the test kitchen?
America's Test Kitchen is an actual test kitchen which has 42 full-time cooks. And the reason we have so many is because we'll test every recipe until it's exactly where we want it and make all the mistakes so you don't have to. So this cheesecake was probably tested 60 or 70 times to make sure that we had exactly the texture and the approach that we wanted. So that's America's Test Kitchen.
I like testing it. I'll tell you that. Where does hey, some people ask, where does Doc come from?
I actually had dinner last week with my college roommate who gave me that nickname 40 years ago. And it's kind of a silly story. I grew up in a small farming community in Iowa, and I came to school at Harvard. And I had my nice Iowa wardrobe, you know, my kind of baggy
You blew all
jeans
that
and
up.
pastel blue, you know, sweaters. And my roommate was from Manhattan, and he said, you must be a country doctor. There's no other way you dress. So.
Well, country guy, can we have you sign a plate
Yeah.
for us today?
Absolutely.
The dish. By the way, I love the story coming from the Midwest to New York. Reminds me of
Yourself. Where did you come from?
Minnesota.
Perfect.
Sign our plate for us
Be
here.
happy
While
to.
you're signing, if people want to go and get Chef Doc Willoughby's ultimate dish, go to our website, cbsnews.com/CBS This Morning.
Doc Willoughby, thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you
there
so
it is.
much.
Thank you. My pleasure.
The signature
Really
and all.
appreciate it.
Great to have you here.